Hey everyone, let's talk about something that's on, well, pretty much everyone's mind, the way we work. It's completely different now, and that means the way we learn at work has to change too. Today we're going to dig into how we can adapt our training for this new world of hybrid and remote teams.
So let's just start with a really direct question, right? Is your company's training, is it actually built for today's hybrid world, for how your teams work right now? Because, if you're still relying on those old school methods, you might be falling behind, seriously.
All right, so let's dive into the core of the problem here. Before we can find the right solution, we've got to understand the real challenge that hybrid work throws at our traditional training models. And believe me, it is a massive challenge. We're talking about roughly half of all organizations having embraced hybrid work models. This isn't some tiny trend anymore, it's pretty much the new standard. And that creates all these new headaches, right? Like communication gaps and just making sure everyone gets the same info no matter where they're logging in from. Yeah, and this slide, it just lays it all out, plain and simple. It's a fundamental mismatch. Traditional training, think about it. Scheduled workshops, everyone in the same room. That was built for a world where we were all in the same building. But hybrid work, it needs the complete opposite. It's all about flexibility, on-demand access, and tools that can actually bring dispersed teams together. The old model it wasn't built for this. So, okay, if the old way is broken, what's the fix? Well, this brings us to a really powerful solution that's just perfectly suited for the times we're in: mobile learning. So what is it really? At its core, mobile learning, or M-learning as you'll hear it called, is, well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's about delivering training and content through the devices we carry with us everywhere. It completely untethers learning from a specific time or a specific place. It really empowers employees to learn when and wherever it actually works for them.
But here's a really crucial point. Effective mobile learning isn't just about shrinking a boring PowerPoint down to fit on a phone screen. No way. It's built totally differently. We're talking about short, focused, micro-learning modules so you can learn a single skill in just a few minutes. It gives you on-demand access so the info is right there, right when you need it. And it keeps you hooked with interactive stuff like quizzes and videos, all on a platform that's actually designed for that mobile-first experience.
And listen, this isn't just some theory. Your employees, they're already there. By 2024, a full 75% of them had already used a mobile device for work-related learning. They expect this flexibility, and that's exactly why it's become such an essential strategy for any modern company.
Okay, so what does this actually look like in practice? How does this all translate into real, tangible benefits? Let's break down what happens when an organization really goes all in on mobile learning for its hybrid workforce. Well, the first and most immediate benefit is that it unlocks true flexibility. Learning is no longer this disruptive event you have to schedule your whole day around. Instead, it just becomes a natural part of the workflow. You can access it during your commute, between meetings, or, whenever an employee has a spare moment.
And this quote here just paints the perfect picture of what that looks like in the real world. This isn't hypothetical stuff. It's about giving people that just-in-time support that lets them solve problems and build skills at the exact moment they need to, no matter where they happen to be.
Okay, benefit number 2, and this is a big one, a dramatic boost in engagement. Come on, let's be honest. Those long, passive training sessions can be a real struggle to get through, right? Mobile learning completely flips the script by making the whole experience active and, yeah, I'll say it, fun.
So how does it pull that off? Well, by using techniques that are just perfect for a mobile environment. You've got gamification with badges and leaderboards to add a little competitive spark. You have social learning features like forums that help remote employees connect and actually learn from each other. And then you've got interactive quizzes that make sure you're actively participating, not just, zoning out. Of course, for any business initiative to really stick, it's got to deliver results on the bottom line. And that's the other great thing about mobile learning. It provides a clear, measurable return on investment. So it's not just a convenient thing to have, it's a smart financial decision. And the numbers really, really back this up. Get this. One tech company saw a 30% improvement in ROI after they went with a mobile-first learning strategy. And that comes from all over. Reduced training costs, skilling people up faster, and even better employee satisfaction and retention. It all adds up. Okay, so the benefits are crystal clear. But how do you actually make this happen in your own organization? Let's walk through the practical steps to actually implement this successfully. It really boils down to this 5-step process. First up, you've got to assess your needs.
What are the actual skill gaps you're trying to solve? Step 2, choose the right platform. And make sure it's a truly mobile-friendly learning system. 3, design your content specifically for mobile. We're talking bite-sized, engaging modules. 4th, and this is key, foster the culture. You need leadership buy-in to champion this idea of continuous learning. And finally, use the data. Leverage that data to track what's working and constantly tweak and improve your approach.
All right, let's wrap this up by looking ahead, because adopting mobile learning, it isn't just about solving today's problems. It's really about getting ready for the future of work.
Ultimately, what we're talking about here is a strategy for building a more resilient, a more agile organization. It's what ensures your teams can adapt and upskill super quickly, no matter what challenges come next. It really transforms learning from the static, one-time event into a continuous, integrated part of how your company actually operates. And the technology? It's only getting better. We're already seeing the rise of AI chatbots that act like personal coaches, truly personalized learning paths that adapt to you, and even augmented reality scenarios you can run right from your phone. By building that mobile learning foundation now, you're getting your organization ready for these incredible innovations that are just around the corner. So we end right where we began, with a question for you to think about. In this new era of work, flexibility, and continuous learning, they aren't just perks anymore. They're necessities for survival and for growth. So the question is, how will you equip your organization to thrive in the future of work?